Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Daddy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dad.
He'd be 44.
Today is July 6th, 2004, and Dad would have been 44. 44. And if you can see right now, the place that we're at is a hotel room. A nice hotel room with a microwave, refrigerator, stove, and dishes. And a little desk. Okay. Anyways, what are we doing here today? Colissa?
I don't know. You tell me, Crystal.
No,
no.
Say it
You
in
tell
your
me.
words. Say it in your words. And then I'll explain it in my words.
We're going to... I know it's Rising Star, but I don't... What is it? Vision Works.
Look in the camera and tell me what we're doing.
We are going to surprise people. We're not going to go to Vision Works for other people. We're doing it for ourselves. So at the very end, we're going to finally tell people that we did it and we're done, and that they can stop bugging us now.
She has a very interesting point of view of this whole idea of mine. Back in May, I had this great idea that if Christopher and the whole Pollard family wants us to go to Journey so badly, why can't they just get off our backs about it and wait till we want to go? Because we want to go, but every time they wanted us to go, it just was really bad timing. So I had this idea that why don't we make it good timing when we know it will be good timing and just do it. So I called up the Vision Works place and they talked to me about pricing and times and dates and schedules, and it happened to be right before we were going out of town to Disney World. And here we are going. Now nobody up here knows that we're here, so it's not really about surprising them. It's about trying to change our lifestyles for ourselves, not because Grandpa said we should, or not because Christopher said we should. It's because we want to.
Hint, hint. Close, shut your mouth.
No, I'm just saying. Do you agree that you want to change your lifestyle, or do you think it's just for me and Christopher and Grandpa?
No, for me.
Clissa's only 17. I am 23. It's not big a difference, but I remember when I was 17, I didn't want to do anything my dad said. So anyways, I felt like Dad had a lot to do with us getting here because...
There's ghosts in this room.
There is. It's like haunted or something.
We keep hearing things be
Coughing.
said.
I heard a cough.
And I heard Crystal say my name, but she wasn't in the room. It was really creepy.
And then you heard another cough when I wasn't here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to see if he's here tonight. It might be the people next door, but who knows? It's funny to pretend like it's a ghost.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyways, we happened to start driving yesterday from Tucson to La Hurricane. We slept at Lolly's house in Hurricane last night. Man, I'm so ugly.
Look at me. Come on, nobody wants to watch this.
Come on, do it. We'll be laughing.
I can't. Yeah. We're so ugly.
I know. Okay. So we went to Lolly's house last night and spent the night, and today. Wow, that was today.
Stop picking your nose.
Oh, I have a booger. I don't get it.
Ew, Crystal, come on. You don't have to wipe it all over me either.
I'm not wiping it over. Okay, we'll go on. So that was this morning, but we saw Uncle Hugh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, seems like a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
So this morning we went and saw Uncle Hugh. It's supposed to be at 9 o'clock, but I didn't get to see him until 10:45. You went in like... Yeah, he's a butthead. You went in like 10 o'clock, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And Colissa got her teeth cleaned, and he was very rude to her because she's got 6 cavities.
Shut up. You don't have to tell that to the world.
It's not like you're pregnant or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pregnant too.
Shut up. You're such a bitch.
She's not pregnant. But if she is...
Don't jinx it now.
But if she is...
No.
It's
no.
Okay. And, what else was I saying? Oh, so we got our teeth done, and then we went to the Wally's house and got our stuff packed up, and then we put it in the car, and then we went down to the grocery store, and we got and then we got some roses for Wally, and then we went back to her house and turned off the hose.
Hey, nobody cares.
And then we went to back to Wally, and we gave the roses, and she like, oh, you're so sweet. And then she took us to Wendy's, and we paid for Wendy's, but you know, for
She's
ourselves.
still kind of met us there.
Yeah, she met us there, and we all ate lunch together with her and her 4 granddaughters, Micah's girls, because Micah went
Tragically
to Iraq, and his helicopter went down, and so now he has to get surgery done on his lung or something. I couldn't really hear what she was saying. And Cherie, his wife, flew over to see him. I don't know where she flew to, but anyway, she flew over to see him. And so there's nobody taking care of the girls, so that's why they're staying with Ollie. They have 4 girls together. Alex,
Nobody
who's
cares.
11. No, one day they will.
I'm just kidding.
Alex, who's 11.
Lissa.
Ashley, who's 8. Alyssa, who's 5. And Aubrey, who's like just a few months old. Almost a year old.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm tired.
oh, then after lunch we went and we went back to Uncle Hugh's because I think him and them. So I drove, and then we went back to Maverick and we got some cheap gas, and then we drove to Provo.
It wasn't cheap gas. What are you talking about?
$1.89.
It was not $1.89. It was $1.95.
It was $2.05 because you got the medium, huh?
Yeah.
$2.05 for gas, guys. Can you believe that? We're gonna be like, oh my goodness, that was cheap.
You know,
In the
later on it's
future.
gonna be $5 a gallon.
Holy cow, $5 a gallon? Oh my goodness.
Grandpa was telling me one time that he could get 10 gallons for $1. Wow. Which is like 10 cents a gallon. Which is really cheap.
It is, considering it's $2 a gallon now. I have a 15-gallon tank, and it cost me $30 to fill up my whole car. Can you imagine $5 a gallon?
Can you imagine that she's
15?
making me pay half of it?
Hey, I have no money, dude. As soon as I get money.
What makes you think I do?
Because you're making money. You have a job.
Yeah, whatever. Not anymore.
You don't have a job anymore?
Well, I do, but I still.
And your man
I'm not
has a
working.
job.
Huh?
Your man has a job too.
Yeah.
And you don't have nearly
My
as many bills
man.
as I do. Her man is Kurt Miller, and she's going to be Colissa Miller in a few years here.
A few years, you think it's going to be easy to save up $50,000?
What do you mean a few years? You want to say a few decades then?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
A few decades. We'll see how long that lasts.
I'm tired.
Okay, I'm sorry. And then we went to Provo, and we went to Seven Peaks.
7 Peaks, that was fun.
We should take some pictures there.
Should have, but we didn't.
But it was fun. Colissa, the very first ride we went on was by the tubes because it was underneath the slides. And we went up to the slides, and Colissa got higher and higher up, and she was like shaking, and she turned all white, and she was like, "I'm scared of heights. I don't want to go." Oh
I was holding onto the rail, and I was all scared. And then Crystal felt my heartbeat, and it was like.
It was so scary. Yeah. And then we got onto the tubes, and we splashed, and we go. Oh, we couldn't even. Did I scratch myself really badly?
No. We couldn't even what?
We couldn't even like scoot off of the water because it's supposed to be slippery, but our butts were so heavy we couldn't even like go.
The lady was.
She was like, "Come on, go."
She was like, "You guys can get off."
Yeah, she's like, "You guys can go now." We're like, "Come on, go."
She's like, "Bounce."
And then we went, and then we were like, "Shoo, shoo."
Okay, Crystal.
Back and forth, and then Colissa flipped, and it was really fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
People are gonna want to know details someday. It's gonna be.
No, they're not gonna care because you're making this like 10 minutes long.
It's gonna be 10 minutes long. And then we were like swishing down and down and down, and then we got splashed in the water, and then Cole was like, "Oh, let's go do it again." And I'm like,
Crystal kept feeling sick.
yeah, I don't like the chlorine. I can get me sick. And then we went to the wade pool where you get a wade and just, what do you call it? The river rapids, or I don't know. Yeah, I think it's called the river.
We had
rapids.
really lots of fun, and that was great. Then we drove to Salt
She's
Lake,
tired.
and yeah.
Oh, that one ride, it was called the Boomerang. Oh my goodness. You climbed up really high on the stairs, right? Wheelchair people couldn't go because, it's a lot of stairs. And then we got up,
Okay,
right?
Crystal.
And I got in the front of the tube because we had a double tube. That means 2 people can fit in one tube. And maybe one day they won't have a double tube.
Whatever, they'll have more expansion. Okay.
And then I sat in the front and Colissa sat in the back. And then we went down, face down, like, this is us, right? And we went, and it went like a boomerang. It went, zoom, zoom, zoom. And our tube was going like that, and it was huge, and it was like scary because we almost fell off, and our butts were skidding along the side.
My underwear fell off practically, yeah.
And my butt was going, and it was like, it felt like rug burn on my butt. It felt like rug burn. It was like, boom, 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 boom. And I was like, oh my goodness, my butt, my butt, my butt. Because it felt like it hurt.
Yeah.
And then, what was I saying? Oh, and then we got up, and we were both white, and we were both shaking. And we're like, oh my goodness, that was the scariest ride ever.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went on this other ride where the thing went really fast. It was called, what was it called?
Whatever it was called.
The
Anyways.
Shotgun?
Yeah, shotgun.
Yeah. And we went, shoom, and it went down, it went straight. It wasn't any curves, it went straight down. And
it went up and down. Like
we were going to go plug our nose because we knew we were going to fall in the water. And we both went to go plug our nose, and we both fell off of the tube.
We both fell off the tube, and I hit my ankle, and it hurt really, really bad.
Yeah,
My ankle's
couldn't
fine
walk
now,
for a
though.
second. And they were like, are you okay? And she's like, yeah.
I was lying. I was hurting.
And then we went and ate pizza for $4.30. Isn't that crazy? That's how much it's going to be regularly in the future.
Yeah.
$4.30. You usually get
And then we had Dippin'
$5
Dots.
pizza at any place for $5.
What? Then we had Dippin' Dots.
Oh, Dippin' Dots is good. I've never had Dippin' Dots before. And then
We just had fun. We had a lot of
then we
fun,
went-
okay, for 3 hours.
And then we had to leave at 8 o'clock. We got there at 5:30 and we had to leave at 8. 7 o'clock our time. And we went in the car, and Colissa looked really big and fat, windy-like with her no bra.
I'll shut up. I don't care.
And then we went to Salt Lake, and when we went to Salt Lake, we went to look for the Vision Works place that we'd be prepared for tomorrow. And then we went to Dee's family restaurant because of Dad's birthday, and the lady there was
Now we're here.
weird and rude, but we gave her $2 tip anyway. $2 tip, come on, people. And then
We only spent $7.
yeah, $7 on our dinner. Closest was a senior citizen. And we're like, don't worry, we don't ID. It was only $2.98 for her grilled cheese sandwich and her French fries, when mine was like $3.99 for my one waffle. Ass. Isn't that messed up shit?
Yeah.
And then we went and found our hotel, and we snuck Colissa in because I'm only paying a one-person price, so we only have one bed and one set of everything. And then I was snuck down. Oh, and then we went to go get groceries at the 24-hour Albertsons, and then they decided to close at us at the last minute at midnight. And we got a lot of food. How much did we spend? $45?
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. I don't think it's bad. And then we came back up here to the hotel.
And then we heard ghost
Take a
noises.
big
I'm like Mom.
What?
Like Mom.
Like Mom, yeah. She was on the toilet forever.
Whatever. And then I kept hearing
She
noise.
went to get a tissue. She had to, like, hand it to me. Here you go. Go I need some tissue. She's like, here you go. And she has me one little
They don't need to
tissue.
hear this.
And then, because she has a problem with pooping in front of people. Pooping in public places and in front of people.
Nobody needs to know this, okay? It's none of their business.
And then, like, I knew I was going to watch, but I'm going to want to see this one day. And then I snuck down to the lobby to get some extra pillows.
Crystal left me here all by myself with the scary voices.
I know, and then she's all hearing Colissa, and she's all, huh? And she opens the door, and there's nobody there. And she's like,
You're so dramatic.
I just want to say sorry to Tom's mom, and my mom, and Mike's mom. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I'm not dumb.
Okay, I just didn't know. Sometimes I feel like you're dumb. And then,
Sometimes I feel like you're dumb.
and then I went and got pillows, and then Colissa heard a cough, and then she came and she tried talking to Kurt, and she didn't even bother calling me and asking me where I was at. 'Cause
I was already on the phone with Kurt when I heard everything.
Oh. And then
I was like, Kurt, don't get off the phone with me, I'm scared.
And then I come up here and I decided we need to film every single night before we go to bed because I want to explain how our feelings are about that day. Today was boring because we were waiting for Hugh, and then angry because how mean he was, and then delightful because we went and visited Lolly and her kids, and then boring again because we had to drive all the way to Provo, and then fun when we got.
What did you say?
17th.
Something that made it that we kept making fun of you for something.
For me?
Yeah, because you said something dumb.
Oh, you want to embarrass me now?
Exactly.
Oh, because of that guy who was waving to us.
What guy?
The Suzuki.
I don't understand what you're saying. You're like laughing without
when we
me.
were driving in the freeway, and the guy's all.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're driving, and I'm driving, and Crystal's in the passenger, and we're sitting there driving, and these three guys were in a Suzuki, kind of like Crystal's, but not really, and they're all waving at us, and I was like, oh my god, Crystal, and she goes, I know why they're waving at us, because we have the same car. I was like, how dumb can she get? We're a couple of girls, they're a couple of guys, I mean, come on. They have the same car as us.
Whenever I see a Suzuki that's the same color as mine, right? It's Susie's sister. Whenever I see a car that's the same color as mine, no matter what car I'm in, right? If it's the same kind that I'm in, then I like go right next to it and drive right next to it. I'm like, hi.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Yes.
You're snorting now.
Okay. Anyways.
Oh, I'm tired. Let's go to sleep now.
Okay, we're gonna go to bed because we have a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
The camera's Crystal's friend. She has to tell everything to it.
Well, it is. It's my video journaling. Yeah? To be continued.
Boom, boom, boom.